we are relegating the legacy of Lumba to the background, on the side. And now we're talking about Sebio and Nyomebia at this moment, should have been in closed doors to be discussed. For us to still celebrate the legend. By now, Enka Wasenka, Ebi Anka the documentary be a why be pile nema for us as a people. Any the way Lumba, we hold him in a very high esteem. And Enyoma way na Ebano shadow the personality, the energy, and the kind of person he is. For us to focus on. But Enyaba. So we need to see how best we can go about it. Did he kind my kind letter now? Now on say there is the I will take Baba Jamal's office as the official
mouthpiece of
Daddy Lumba. Because Lumba wo ono na o entrusted omo with ne na brabo any ade bia obeye wo asase we so. Because owuye de no obi eka omo ana omo frefre nyina no, it was when the lawyers came out. That was when ubia ehun say okay, dear CNA. And lawyers are yes, we are so betimi adi interaction ubia o lawyer ne osofo de ya na watobo because bani say ya osofo ne be hwe and a ba aban sam so a o lawyer ne be hwe and Lumba na entrust everything that he has into their hands. Enti say me omo ka asem a omo wo enyinaso ani dia omo enya as evidence inti a omo ye den omo de ka. And when it comes to the other side no so omo so enyina so a omo wo akbabe aware a omo ni Lumba ewo ebusua ni nyina no aware no oba no bema no ene nkwala no. But now everything has been relegated to the woman and the family, and then we must so edi omo de eba me de metimi aka ewo sade we hu nyina ne se ade bia no se ye to ye boase na ye yi abontenso free mu na abusua ene mai mienu etumi tenase a mimi wogide wo mse de obi atwotwo bia ne de obi aka bia no ebetimi anyanyina so because se wo court crampa emra ene de adwuma na sometimes lawyer need to make us say some betimi akwa solve mu asem a mo nkoka na mo mfa emuaye no nyede emra mi na mi mfa nyanyina so na mi mfa mu asem no. The only time you have judges using the law to execute what they have to do is when the 2 or 3 parties do not. Na se se mi bisa me ho se ebusia odobroni ena akosi asewa nipa miensa ena wasade we mo. But we shouldn't forget a body no ye ebusia dia. And no dia wo kosoba form family will always take what belongs to them. Na me gidie pa se ne se ye ko ye pre ye ko ba nyina me nyini se ye kuna ntia ni nyina akwa ye japade ntia.
Oh yeah, sure.
Of course. How many days now ye kuna? How many days? And now everybody wants to be recognized as the late Lumba's wife. I said, "Bio, the ote edwuma mu ema edwuma ekoso. Ene the oye bia ofri edwuma mu tena baabi. Enka me gidi se obia a play ni role ewo edwuma no mpuntuo. Enti nka semba enka yetenase ne akasa. But now as much as everybody is not I wouldn't want to say everybody is not willing. Kotraka said there or two bono cry ni who nyame he said you ginachi ne kase manage no. This thing started with just supporters, people around these women trying to come up with what they all believe in. Lawyers trying to come up with what they also believe the truth and the fact is. And as they say akwa court. Well, obi ade na asem oba.
Okay.
Say yenye ya adwen say You bet me at an solve the issue, which I believe as a people we can do it, and the law will even accept it there. Then I believe we will have a longer way to go.
Okay.
But the type of warrior, Lumba ne ye penny warrior. Any the one ye to a warrior. Don't forget, say cat ebi so cramp in Sabia Pia. HS no ban penny no crampo file for divorce nomnia there. If you was nigga, yeah, fear the be better to social media nomnia there. I don't know where that will hold. I don't know where that will stand. I don't know where the two with the lawyers and court and everybody is going to be. But me my dream money my dream trade. Me jidi say ebusia ene ma mienu etumi tenasia. De omo beka no. Court won't be too rigid to say me ntiase. I believe that things can still work for us to get.
Thank you. Kojo,
bruh.
We a high life artist. Okasenya why din me show me okasenya na me show. So we a high life artist. Dia kosi etwa ye.
Okay. Nyemeka ni say Daddy Lumba eye nipa baako. Ana Charles Kwajufusu Junior enso ye nipa baako. Eba no creative arts musician na ye de mano. But upon or the mic to form no kofia or a different personality. Or busua or a different life live and no ye off near nimuno. Sa ne nyina ete wote ha ya o TV so ye opon you are a different person. Your places be a different person. Enti no abrabo na nye pe ye behunu na ebi a ogigi ani otonwom ema ye neje ani ade enti no sa life ni nyina no obebu hu akonta eno ti na niema ni bi ba bi e bi mo nti ase se anka ese enwom ne covers enwom ne ntimi covers esan se eno so ka abrabo no ho ni nyina na ye enipa mua aye friend Daddy Lumba na ase Charles Kwajufusu Junior no eno ti enei ba bi e ba bedu ya maami akosua sewa dia ohwehwe court so insensem krata be piepia bonten nyina no odwie mu kwa akira me hu nse nka nya asem gidigidi bia o enya asem gidi and before obi be court no na just ye tena ase kasaye no enti ase anya den anya adwuma and me from afar me observe ya maami akosua sewa ni composure any ade no say oba efi se we nyina call what to say wajna ba bi kura ye interview da abusia pani ye interviews be 7 but mami over so any story say ye bie wode ne betena won chen wa ha say ondi na ware mu nkoma over so onya bibia anka ho then obenye bibra aka but ne nyina no waye din and ewiase no say court the entity ye see court for peace asumdwe enti na court wo ho because yem pese nipa de mra be hye ne nsem eno nti sa won ti bibi ase a da wo de akọ ena yesi wodi kan court nso a na won di bi wanye se wakọ court nti no ni awo pe bia na ye de be ma na emum no hu sa ade bia ekọ no ye ya de osikan adwananka na ehu be hia se obetu sa na mo no etimi anamo aye ma me tu ni me prefer that to senka obeba abonten abeye tobe na ada news bi aye de apiapiaba and metimi akache say nie ko nyina no ba bia adu e obedwam no abusua pani ye number 1 key factor right from the onset or starting so ye interviews eniema information bi ode be buy odobroni onim no actually no aba minimum no mayen hwehwemu all these things no na nkenye needed ye catch abusua pani interview ya ye onti ase. This thing about media and everything, you don't even understand it. But at the camera, no, I started, no, okay, can some, and no, idea about this year because that time, no, you will say even 1 week, you know, I almost do my toy more, yeah, amount for coach of you know, you will hear my me, and your do bronia, Umunina, come, Obiankasa, Odo Bronin Kasa, yeah, mamma, because that's a one Kasa, and we didn't be between Abusiano, but then. Abusia pani onim senia social media ni media etienti no obewonu akoka we na saade no mu no enkomo epiepie firi mu ene ose unim oba no onim odobroni ochina wakoye research entika de na nka onto bo ase na onye sa research nyina say ono nso ya ware no na nka yehu ba bi emrane da ede ne ye maame akosi ase wa hwehwe o say ni mramu no emramu marriage under the ordinance eye bema baako oba baako enti se o ware oha e wa akira ni nyina no emra en recognize sa aware no and when no nya dey afraid you go check you a fact you don't need to be a lawyer before you understand this thing and how did that and until no so dey kokko say ni ame hwehwe wo court honi said dana ye yimi kunu ayi no me pe na me ye kuna and kuna no enya adeketuo kuna very very important eya de hu hia yie pa because that time no and ye tetemontem u e bema no any oba na ye temontem because ono move into a different realm and also wo your tiasini if it is not done properly e wo hu sunsanso
culturally
exactly any money nyina me papa wu ye ne man nyina ye do be kobode no ho ya perform certain ayi bia right bia ye de amamo a kira mo say ene uhu ma omunya odi abiem because e wo hu sunsanso eno to me the last thing ye maame ebetena se na happen say after all the separation and near my baby or no afam personally psychologically emotionally no said the last time ye see any kono ye be denying of this I don't know the court or the court near share customs ye have senior marriage under the ordinance a home at ye you ye show mu mienu nyina mbetimi dia me nyini se oba ba ye chinchina che say onye na emom ne ye hwe na ne die mu na say ono pe no ye kuna na court abua
asema okay ye me na kakra if say nyina ye hu letter Baba Jamal and Co e de buy omo ya lawyer for omo represented Daddy Lumba Ghana Counsel de a lawyer for bem na judge for bem pe na say no credit agina ho omo ni intro say akosia say wa emre bi e de ensa ye de gochi ni ti aware no asa de ensa na bread Daddy Lumba busuan
on the 4th of February 2018
atum adase semenkan ehono kakra letter na omo Baba Jamal Enko de ko o say ensa na ye de beji uti aware no sansa no akosua sewa osuma me esa de ensa no sa ba back e de bre ebusuan na ma ebusuan ne age adase. We wish to state that your client has already presented traditional drinks to the family of the late Daddy Lumba to signify the dissolution of the marriage which the late Daddy Lumba acknowledged. By the traditions of the accounts generally and the Fosu royal family in particular, which we have no doubt that you are familiar with, the prosecution of the presentation of drinks by a wife to the family of the husband, and when accepted, effectively dissolves the marriage between the two. Okay. There's no marriage in the first place.
Lawyer. Say lawyer bia ne kan kran ke bi mu ndi for our court.
Oh, then I'll person.
No me pa say o say lawyer dey assemble. Nti na we say your court but lawyers di for that.
And what's some against my
exactly.
No, but asam no kai or say
no,
say lawyers ni judges ebemu dia na eye no credit which means that is what we seek to achieve.
Exactly, no obetimi akọ lawyer. Wasam ni nim but lawyer ba ko na adwuma. Sa na person and secondly, what type of marriage na you dissolve no?
This is proper ordinance.
No. This is customary.
Okay, customary. But Ghana,
we're not kind of what kind of
Kojo Ghana ha yen nyina nim say ye engagement
Frankie
Yakob bless you
Frankie
no me
na Yakob sign documents bibia na di nyina age atum abefie
so ye wo customary right we are cost to here that Lumba omo ye customary and 2004 and on koye ordinance ne sign legally no it is a utwa everyone so den sako na mu gu customary na it doesn't mean say ordinance ni yagu no
they be nullified.
It's not. No. It's not nullified. It's not nullified.
Oh, they mess about also.
Even in court. Nipa mienu. Entimi nko court enko ware mani nyeye. Mukwa. The first thing you'll be asked is, ebusuafo a ejina sa aware we mu agya tum se mu mo sa ebusuafo mienu Mo apene so say mo adehye enka mom no ewo he. So this tells us say without the consent of the family there can never be a court marriage.
Exactly.
As
witnesses.
Yes. And even as acceptance. You can't
also.
just go and witness. I mean, but my baby now, on what capacity
under what grounds, yeah.
Enti aware no, hunu say yahye wo fie gitum. Ansa na ye de akwa aban ho ama aban de nsa ahase.
Yeah.
Na oman na wowom no mra abɔ ho ban. Na aman foforo bia omo gisa oman no mra tumu no so aboa abɔ ho ban se wonni saa oman no mu a. Ɔde nsa no ɛkɔ fie. Which means to say ebusuafo a yete ase ebegyina honom ka se kodwofosu ani asemesi aware no ene ye gitum no ene ye nyintumu biom efise ye yi yensa afiri ase oba no se onware biom
enye bema na ka se oba na de nsa ne bae
owie ye no
abagusua na agya to
o state se ohia edan bi say bi ohia custody of ne ma bi on hwe omonom ni ade o cheche na edan a na opepe tantra is legon nom ne kumasi asase bi nyina. I know man the lawyers a proceed here to court. Sa procession to court no na ye nwie a ana say entimi NCP a
papa no free mu.
Now ebusuya na taware na chi no, we shouldn't forget one thing. The body that is deceased doesn't belong to any of these wives.
Family. Yeah, and
it belongs to the family.
Yeah.
And even it's only the family that can allow for this deceased person to have a state barrier or whatever. The state can't even claim it by force.
You have
nothing
no right
to say.
Opa member. Okay.
So you see, at the end of Ekosono, say a baba between and Akusia Sewa and Odobroni. I don't think this is what we need at this moment. Because I will show you not just say repenting, you know, wajawari. Ebusiane traditionally and wajawari. Because I wouldn't say
process omu kocha ko tumuno anye anwie etusi wajawari.
Court ene wari na say ebusiane wari.
Ebusiane wari no mo de akwa akwa court.
Oh Frankie asoma ke de everyone. No, education wade no the way I work some say that view. We have so many types of marriages.
Yes.
So customary marriage.
Yes.
Ubetimi aye no ko a. And ye what ordinance.
Ordinance. Have you seen two people go through ordinance without
no. Oye customary. Now koye ordinance. The ordinance supersedes the customary. And you ubetimi break it, you can check for yourself.
Fine.
It ubetimi break it customary no. But one proceeding anko share ordinance now, you are still married. How many times
so that is why we're saying
out of anger.
The possession was incessant. Unfortunately,
out of anger. And there's a proper way of doing it. Even the customary and the traditional way. You can't just go alone. You can't just go alone or bar on the insako.
Yeah.
In the first they will try to resolve it. It's beyond where you are. Then properly, no matter separate, no be a baby. Let's put it on record. Say, if you choose to do customary and you further it with ordinance, the ordinance becomes supreme. It will be a break here. It is the ordinance, and you rarely say and go through. It is not about sentiment. Yes, obinya ya nkaya ankodusa, but Mami Akosia more seeking for the right now.
Okay. So you see, I say Germany there no so Mami fa otin we emfa wo ha. Germany there no so no. Akosia sewa episode kire say there was some marriage, some citizenship marriage, whatever it is in Germany, and also no was not conclusive because omo injaya ho no. Ne ho no so no say we injaya, you cannot go and marry anywhere. It's not just so dobro need any nullified. Okay. Because the German marriage and the German law as stated by the letter of the buyer,
even Ghana,
it is still valid in Germany. Not to say, Odobroni Awari, no, it's not even recognized by the Lumba family because it's already married by law in Germany.
Yes. So you see, asem na ye kaning na no. I personally, and let me speak for myself this time. I am not here to say, odo broni aware no, enye papa. Anasa akosia se wa aware no, enye papa. That is not what I'm here to see.
But there's no peace in the middle now.
Yes,
But
there is
no peace. None of them want to listen to what you are saying. None of them want to listen to what you are saying.
So
this is want to know the truth. What is the truth?
No,
if I could finish, Mate was here.
Now, let me read this to you. Clarification of marital and legal matters. Or say, we wish to remind the public, including me and Max TV, and Mr. Collins Owusu Amankwa, member of parliament, some ex-member of parliament, be part of the funeral committee, that Charles Kojo Fosu was a German citizen to date and was legally married to Mrs. Akosua Sewa Fosu under German civil law. Under the German law, no citizen is legally married can contract another marriage, whether traditional, customary,
what are you talking
otherwise, anywhere in the world, unless the existing marriage has been lawfully dissolved.
So if it has been lawfully dissolved, then we don't have a conversation. No. I had them command you.
Calm down. No, your interest.
It's not about the interest. It's not about the interest. It is the facts. The facts.
Calm down.
Oh, we were down.
So you see, what I am saying here is, Lumba himself, naturalized as a German, of a Ghanaian descent. So that marriage, yes, families were part of it, and then it moved on to where it is at this moment. Ebusia, they say, no, they are in charge of their family member or their deceased, and whatever is there. Say prayer no.
Yeah.
As much as you think Kunaye supersedes everything, no.
Yeah.
There is Adiebia Esia we need to look through, and you will understand people's intent for holding on to whatever they are holding on to. Because, Sami Meti here, na Frankie, mene wako court, ewa tablet yi hon. Na makacha was a tablet we crampo no mi mpebio. Na se ne, we Max TV, why do I still come fight over the tablet? But, some catcher was a tablet we cram impebio. Nemum, document we was so document enti sa document na meji mi hia document no enti no yan company mfo anim na me nsanka document na. What is happening right now is, so wuni ho, my reason for coming for this tablet is not because of the tablet, it's because of still the document that is in the tablet.
But when to me anje
mentumi anye enti na wuni ho no ekwan bi a mefa so a meyede maji bia no. So the divorce process that has started, the woman has stated buildings and lands and some things that she needed from the legend. Enti ene aware no se enka egu ye krampo during that time no. Legally, the woman was still going to hold on to the fact that those things ohia. Enti ene oba no ni ho still no. Sa enioma na no steti ya aware ne yenya ngu na no ohia na efri ne lawyers ho no ma edakrata so ne no. The woman still needs it. So we shouldn't go acting as if we say out of abadaye bi kunaye bi ntiti mu bi.
Kojo, yeah, there's a factor. Although Bruni has 6 children, for God's sake, has 6 children with Daddy Lumba. Wejaya Hokwe. Ye fi say obabi wo ho no nso a one ne wo emma a emma no nso 80 omo. Are we not emotionally tormenting these small children with these papers and letters and legal and that? Have you looked at that?
I don't think we are here to measure emotion, because you want more frame so did that one. It's no, if it's about emotions, yeah. Say obi to make us say, kunaye no and shada important. And also you being so emotions. And let's put on record says if say Mamia Kosia Sewa fighting for properties on your bonibia, it is the right. It's no me anyane say bone. And if we understand the essence of a year, oh worry under the ordinance, we wouldn't be having some of these conversations. Everybody do hand more. Those days, I didn't interstate succession law, but those days, Obama na busiafo abefa bibia, so these things are protection. It protects emotional rights, properties, and the woman mentioned conjurer rights. Conjurer rights, the right to sexual relationship, comfort, property, let's not say, bia, or per se, property, if it is property, or need that the Lumba woman. To say, fight idea, or no, so no, what baby, and no, and you maybe walk cry joint.
Maybe original line also. Lawyer, Mr. With the fatcher me, baby, my review baby, original. Lawyer, I'm not your friend Pong, our line also. Now, Obama Sima Bakumi, you be lawyer. Good morning.
Good morning.
Lawyer, Mr. Yafro no pay ya and your bonny. Say, what follow conversation here, also with regards to that Lumba new Wechi documents, letters, a few lawyers or Baniade. Last week, basic weekend, you have 2 letters. A free, Akosia Sewa for suicide. Yere dada. Any letters been so a free, your friends, Odo Bruni, yere kuma on any waha and son okon in Samenchi. The person who say, Niako in us, when who are a one pa na yesha or what the rights of Obedikuna, first of all. Na afen so or the right to the rightful ownership of family decisions ne body na da hono and when they war a year you who to me and all that and legally we lawyer need there Mr. my education kakra oh some you know who aware some you know abeto dwai.
Okay, me da se pa de ba mi ni a tosu mi no na no o kwasa na tosu mi no say right to the body any funeral necessary. I know there a dear da hope so confront time find juma. Anytime bia when you be as a kunene year, na men fan say a kuno ewu no. When in relationship diano, abane ye, na titu akan for send a Lumba ye or canino. Ye put the yamantas yebe mupa and listen. So when no crown a damp about Cosana Bemano or Yawuya. Eye bɛma n'abusuafo ɛna ɛde nsa ɛba abɛka kyerɛ wo sɛ wɔn behyia n'ewu na wɔn aka mmerɛ biara ne nhyehyɛeɛ wɔn yɛfa ayie no ho nyinaa yɛbɛbɔ wɔ amaneɛ ase fi sɛ na wonni hɔ bi koraa na owuiɛ yɛnyɛ mmara no ɛyɛ correct sɛ the moment a wo ne obi bɛtena na nipa no ɛbɛwu no bɔgye no ɛyɛ n'abusua agyapadeɛ. Enti aborɔfo no so deɛ no ɔmka sɛ till death do us part na no so ɛno wa no ɛfoa yɛ deɛ no so koraa kɛse nti mesra wo so obi ewu a ɔbaa ne ne tumi ɔbɛka sɛ yɛnsie me kunu ha anaa yɛnyɛ yie sɛ anaa sɛ oni saa tumi no da biara saa nsɛnsɛm no kɔ court na mensa mfa nka wo sɛ wo nipa no koraa wote ase no sɛ wokyerɛ wɔ will mu sɛ wu a wopɛ sɛ yɛhyɛ wopɛ sɛ yɛsie osua no wopɛ sɛ Walga, what was a penny power by Juma? Idea who to me was when we were Japan, I will be penny. Now, what did they want to just a mining in your body, no? Sister Rollins, the body of mine is here to Accra against the will of the family. Kwame Nkrumah body is here to Accra against the will of the family. And just add your family, no, a year, you done yet, Naira Nasalimba.
Okay.
And the second question is, Odo Bruni, and then say, one is a Yakunano. And they are easy to answer because in Qatar, you know about my kind. And it's just a quarter now, some one the bit of the I didn't make us. So, we ordinance marriage. A buying our real cat, our my certificate of marriage. And no, I was so it's a year, then a customary marriage. The intermakers I was, we're here, here, our. So, we just our and what the Beman and Sambeko. Not as I attend and one year bullshit. Nabroni Ledian would die to 1,000 years. And now, so 1 year crying, number 1,700 years. Now, the brave court, none of them will go for the High Court. Will be only Beman about 20 years. I will beg letters of administration. Time in the two was I'm making you be born a timing. ne kunu ne papa na wanye ne gu dadaada but yo mo amfa nkɔ court nkɔgu no nti emere mu no ɛte sɛ nea wanye ne wie nti ɔmaa ne nsa so sɛ mene the real necessary so ɛna ɔde ne marriage certificate ade kyerɛ court ɛwɔ na court ne etu asɛm ne hyɛ da so obi nkɔhu ne lawyer na manso foforɔ bɛstarte nti nea mefa kyerɛ ne sɛ nokora sɛ sɛnea kɔhyia sɛ wɔka no ɔmo ware under German law ɛyɛ ordinance yi bi te sɛ Britain for adie ɛna wɔn mu nkɔgu awareɛ no koraa deɛ a ɛna ɔda so yɛ yere adeɛ bɛtumi awe no baako ɛne sɛ sɛ maame ne nim sɛ wakɔyɛ ordinance marriage a mbɛtagye tum an ordinance marriage it will be because ignorance of the law is no excuse once you say we are real ordinance marriage won't you mean say would limit the court nko a say ugunu na so ubu wani go so na wo de bema nsa e de bere no na ukope ba bitina na bema nsa na wo de ba let us say your intention say wo ware bema ni biu no ma kwadro wo ye no e no ne court wa wanko na so ma papa no ewu no be a wa boy ansakoro no meka ansakoro no ache so ni nsa court wo ho pa wanko e na odi nsa e de ba na papa no ko na wo sore say wo nda wo ba be ye kuno because wo ye yira court bi ani asase so e ba bo because as a body bi wo ti mebro e wo ti na wo nim be de say wo kopa e na wanko e te say wo di ade akwa kosie e wo room number 1 na mrebi aso se e hwehwe ade na wakɔ room number 10 sɛ wo kwa kɔpɛ saa ade obi abo hu sa adwombɔne wo ti nti sɛ saa na te de ha na mmom no yɛ second letter no so a wo kenya ɛno nso ɔtɔburo ne Lumba busuafoɔ party sɛ na aware bie ni hɔ wɔn mu mienu ware efie yawo a wɔku aware no obi atena ne baabi 15 years na ɔtɔburo ni no koraa ne Lumba wo bebree nti sɛ ne sɛ nso de ana kyerɛ sɛ Lumba busuafoɔ no ɔmo otumi sɛ ɛwɔ body no so na mmom yɛka widowhood right a ɛno deɛ kuna no obi bia ya friend say yɛbɛhwɛ sɛ ɔno ne the real widow no based on the make kyerɛ on the family no ntumi nsi no kwan sɛ ɔba bɛyɛ nti sɛ court no hwɛ mprempren ne ɛwu so Lumba bia no ne yiri bi ɛware bia wɔ Germany anya nokora ɛne ɔdɔboro ne adi nkɔyi on the other hand no nso yɛhu sɛ na ɔwɔ yere ɛwɔ hɔ ɛna papa me nye Lumba na ka sɛ ɔbɛgyaa no ɛyɛ maame no a na tu anamɔ nso ɔbɛgyaa no na ɔde nsa ɛde ba Lumba busuafoɔ hɔ a Lumba bia na ɔni hɔ ɛna busuafoɔ nso deɛ ɔmo nim bibia na ɔmo nim ara sɛ wogya aware a wode nsa ba na wode nsa ba na ampa watena baabi bɛyɛ 15 years na obi ne wo kunu atena wɔ mango sɛ mu saa 15 years or more a wɔn awo mma a wɔnim sɛ mbɛrɛ mu no sɛ wɔwɔ ordinance marriage na obi ba wo kunu a wode wo kunu no kɔ court ɛfa ne bigamy ama yɛkyi wo kunu no yɛka ne sɛ yɛbɔ ne ka wɔ court na yɛpam ɔbaa no afiri no na woanyɛ wɔabu nyinaa bi na ɔbɛma yi awɔ ayare a obi yɛ nim sɛ Lumba some years ago na ɔyare paa wate afɔ asa ayare na wawu na nnɛ na wo sɛ woyɛ yere a bɛgye bi sɛ akosua no wasɛm bɔ no pɔ
ɛne lɔre na kyɛ sɛ asɛm wei deɛ ɛnyɛ ne ne ɛbɛwie o body ne bɛhyɛ wo akyɛ kakra ana
no somebody belongs to the family
body no court wotumi sɛ ɔbɛyɛ sɛ montwe mo awareɛ no ho manso na moma abusua kwan na ɔmomfa wɔ mo desua no ɛnkɔkora no na ɔnya ne peace of mind nti body ne deɛ nka no kora ato Lumba no ɔnte akonnwa so sɛ bi ɔte akonnwa so a yɛse yɛnsie no wɔ Royal Mausoleum anaa wohwɛ me yɛsie no a na yɛkɔ akɔsi ɔhene foforɔ anaa biribi saa Lumba ɛnte saa ɛyɛ abusua agyapadeɛ nti court no nstɔpo body no da ɔmbɛyɛ wɔ mu ayie ɛna who is the wife at any time the court can determine that one because yes I the assembly court could do Supreme Court that can take in Ghana and chakra 5 years nobody in Shahosa
wow me da say asem lawyer pa obi person obi so asem
lawyer
me patron na person me bisa say the SC nyina no Lumba will anaso ne lawyers will no mu asem no will it still hold per senior watch na japade ana say na manso a ase trinity wo man mienu ntaminti no Lumba will a why ne lawyer no enye adwuma
but your will dear as a child is obi onu a some menu fifre nya na japade ana why an shisha towards the wu a yamfa san shisha ni adwuma ana bi PNC no kwan wo wi ase ni ofa no de ni japade de man ade ba ko pesi mo kwan no and say ontimi emfa japade ni nyina enche wa bra na yire amre ni so ya na yire no ya eseni either so the man wa bra wo motiase otiase o de chen ana so say wo ni mu no de be man na kokko ba ne so wa ma na hwe ya eseni a oba ne betumi dia kokot na wa set aside the world enti sisi ya ye kase body ni ne ye ne de betuma ya ne ntem na mo well no se e ba se e man li nu no bibi enim for them ana no ma wo mu for them no and so enia wo mu ba ko di injunction ba to so se mo ma yan kan se ni hu yu ya yere asa ya Japan and what in the court be dia too
Okay.
because you can say widowhood spousal right our constitution the Bongo by Power chapter 5 of the 1992 constitution because of the constitutional right in Italy. Well, no one the court the battle. Near Shem said, why not the rightful wife? I said, you who know not normal do higher the man. On the other hand, the no Lumba. Actually, Japan woman dance here what we say, my many of us are pushers say, wow, big more down with Germany or the channel. You more down with the one or the channel. And the own to me some may and Librium. So better before for the court is not dance and it will go ahead to distribute the assets.
Okay.
Into what no yes or no bit much a bit my short.
Yeah, that's it.
Based on the marriage of the two.
Thank you so much, lawyer Frimpong Anoche. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Said you're telling lawyer Frimpong Anoche, the historian and lawyer. Pamcho, what you might clear
a quick one. Yes, sir.
David, what you might clear kakra?
Media me imagine me clear that do. Try yes, sir. Kasayas.
Yeah.
Me can be say.
Yeah.
And your widow asem. And I said you and ye wo asem.
Yeah.
Prayer prina.
Properties.
Property tia. What am I saying? Because any property in tia. And will be person or better say, and now will be so person or say.
Yeah.
And a yen because at the end of the day, widow ya can was a mina, will know I will know why you're not a lawyer side and set aside. And no so nam ne kwanso.
Yeah.
But ye prewaha near kwakwa kujina. Because okay, no, also widow need you be happy to me, kuna need you be to me, kuna. Ye the two so, ya fan two so, would bring bet me as any fear in the kuna. Or more don't know mujini tun say, media me, on say fashions and so much a fine. Ebinum jitum say, ebinum sujitum say. Omo mujitum say, asimesi no, omo be kon hwa na doye. A year back, who won't say, Tozavi for Koswa, more for Koswa, Kuku for Koswa. Everybody is doing what they are doing. Entina midi kan say, Senki yebenya abotre. Na ya to yeboase. Ni nyina ya tenase. Na nka ya ma abusuya, ye ne abusuya ne emai nyina ahia na nka ya kasase mu ya ma na ye there. Enka yebetimi ye kama ama mai mienu nyina atena yi paso. Aye de wo so oye nyina na ye ria. Senior Lumba or born homoden in Nioma Unya, a quire of fast so chair, so the man and Massabi, so the man and Cramine, so the man and Crano. Yet in young who's had any no be a sumaya day. Adjuno. But prayer printing in ano, do your Becca say a widow Uyakuna Niria, Ubeko Viacoda. Uyakuna, you are still Upe Dibiato so. Oh, Lumba,
ex-wife.
Ex-wife. You can ex-wife, Anna. Say, unya free mukrampa de na say obana wa ye because na Lumba irinie. Anna Lumba irinie. If it's not about that title, I mean, the only train pona so no so bet like na Lumba girlfriend ye. But now no. Ye priye ko be nyina no. Sabio, eye nyoma
I think you've underscored that. You've underscored that. Now, hey, Kojokin.
Yeah.
Lawyer Kasa. Wacheshi mu. See what you might clear. we all understand the difference between those two. What stated to underpin your point that the ordinance supersedes
of course
the customary.
Of course.
Into making sure. So, but my question is saying, yeah, ordinance no process nanka akosia se wafosu dissolve no anko sipi enwie enti enwie no dey nti na afedo no ansan ba fetch san ba beje sa right no say ade na nanka me say no sisi ade me pe
o si ewie ya na san ewie
o si ewie
ba sisi ade obaba ka say ade na me say no sisi ade me pe aware no say si no
sisi obe wale body dead body na
there be say no to actually no because the truth is that
process no mo
o jai
no wa jai fie na just a
what lawyer kind I say a scenarios and no na the defense no these are some of the pointers they will use and you know
of course the lawyers if they are smart they will use
no they will use send obi awon there unim the side of me go say you know lawyers who say can o ma hypothesis or kire we betimi akobon kro so okay I put it to you say who are ill intention here there no and you a judge
to sit
ordini nyina begun seniani no ahwe wenkro now at the judgment ayeden aba
okay
he na lawyer ka say all this why no atena ho na wa man be siu for bigamy ye ni mra bia anso e ka say say bia ukunu fall for bigamy say we siu for the first year the second year or the third year eti nipa no ni prerogative say
but
time we
but what's the intention
dey any court where you can judge betirem
o refi so say ono so sai kire mu say we dey ade hye room not number 1 na ye hwehwe na wo ko room number 10 a it's an
eno dey am say judge be interpret akosia say wa na mo na mo hu ne sa no oyo yiru oyo Lumba yire a o ware no ne wo ma in fact ne makan oni ne wo ye
of course
oni na bre
na ba ko ne de
me ba oh me say ne makan na ne makan ye dey e dey about makan a won ti ase
mpanyfo wom
ne first wife no aware obi deda
the be
oni ne oba odi kan aware nti say me kasa ne makan a me won ti ase
no but respectfully has it been established say ono ne wo ne ba odi kan
it's been established so far there's no other letter coming out just the two
because when say man dey ebi pia
as far as we know
right say eba ware mu ono no
obi first wife
first wife
original stage so kraka say ni na there be until they we would
and the makan right now that time no mo ka no obi because say wade ma me bu no respect no imagine so those times no or rise say oni daddy Lumba be ko where your mama a onti nanum kasampo or respecting the crown and dignity say me ma bontin emeye de emfengu nanum ase even for that time for imagine so rise so be fighting kuno can be a Ghana for be super no
all right
but it didn't come out
you see
it didn't come out
that is the protection that
say one from the 12 on
the she came out
one more thing have you show me one video
my brother listen
no me na make asa no bam so I don't know where that's
so
Frankie,
pick your point now. Pick your point.
What Customary to me come with your
go ahead.
And what I'm saying is I've never seen in public, they come out. Either on radio, TV, social media, every go my mass. They obey be or no abonting, people who have privileged information or catch other people. But what I'm saying is go and serve the internet, say me akosia say what baby or super Lumba na say on na etwemanso whatever esi omumienu ntem a separation ba ye ene kwan a obi afa so fight na ade no eye nipa ne right
okay
and maame no enya bibia bonu o de afamra kwan so esan so se nyema ni bi wo hono ma on te ase and that is what civil people do obi o ya civil obi o ya peaceful bia no on farm ran shining some
okay
o de court and no court wa entire say wadibem ye ko bon kro wo hono wasem a wo de buy ne nea wo pese court ye ma no I don't think they would defense say defense so do mo krata ba so ba church ani amakaka ya kenka ni nyina eti de du kodu court na we ye bie case Obobo nkuro ni aware ne wadin sabaye adentina wotena ase a 15 years any ade na ewi ono so ni difference na nsa aba
we have a long way to go.
The judge would decide.
We have a long way to go.
Know,
yeah.
Enye say bia opese or yensie body no. No. Okay. The point is there will be a hearing.
To say that lawyer can.
So you call hearing yes you. There will be
yes after body no.
Entie bia cry no deserve it. Court na beche but but people shouldn't chastise the woman say oh take it this course. Because Wawari Lumba.
Adams. Let me pick a call from Adams. Good morning, Adams. Let's say. Hello, good morning, Adams. Oh, Manti, your kind.
I'm more tune for my order.
Or two for my order.
Okay.
But in common Eddie say, the now person will contribute to me at 0558-462-088. Now, in Boran community, and I said, Enoch, good morning.
Morning.
Yes, Minia, I'm coming here so person which are drink a crap.
Mistake here. Woman of first wife, no. Say what Bruni and say, Uni say. One worry walk abanim. What I say.
I could just say one, and yes, I
could just say, one.
Yeah.
One worry walk abanim with Germany. This is one to me worry to say what they then saw, but didn't hear one cocoa person standing. Say Jai, but what they stand there at the Abrabusian.
Okay.
Some mistake in
Okay.
Yeah,
that's it. Also, bet me afraid. Otin. You were trying to debunk when he was making his statement. And then now person check.
Onim. Me cry they say cry I dream for free be asa.
I dream for us now baby.
I mean chow. Yeah. Area see home. But I'm this one I'm not even talking about the law. I'm talking about men. Area see home. Umre oyemu no.
Yeah.
The otna ho no. You see those people, God bless them. God bless all the women, even though they were not married to our fathers. But during the times that
difficult
men
times, no.
needed help, it's not even about money, say feeding. Men needed help. When men needed people to talk to, they sat by them, be by their side. No, God bless all those women.
God bless them.
Because is you.
And that film.
All these years, yeah, mami broche. I am not denying anything, but. Yana sometimes Jane won't say, you see, I'm not for any of these people. I am talking reality. Someday. But how would you feel, sir, during that time, no? Ebiana Frankie so Charlie say dear mami kobe pono so kakra na me nkojojo me ho me yire se mema media metin kan ye me nioma Frankie ye bema sabio enye anadwemu nsem nko a obehia aduane obehia obi a na bia Frankie enya oba bi wo hono ma oba yi ena chese ade bia ni anadwo ye do beko ba bi o ye beso wo mu o wo be yese wo niema bi bo
o diapers o pampers ni ade nyina
minia eya na enye
easy. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Yes, minia we your thing say nyame nhira ma mpacho so adwen nhira say
good morning.
Good morning.
Mpacho friend me ekiansa me ka say free Madina.
Mr. Ochewadwin.
Yeah, because say one no e right na opre. Na wakoye Lumba European no. So wan ware ne mra kwan so kra na one ne wo ma.
Yeah.
Then apade ni ndi be wo. Say nso bo ase na tete abusua ni mienu ne yire no mo no. Enya na wo mutimi ka no mutimi sie ye papa sundwe mu. Na we ye betrem Frankie we ye metrem say best dedicate and free yen penatri ma kosi aware mu na ma bi betia abo ba kwan mu 5 years 7 years one na wo onware ne no baba na busua ne be ye nioma basa ma we dey extreme mo start indicate say bia obi atwem pena 5 years then na sport betia ya fa ho because and nioma bebre koso nioma bebre koso
enokre they okay reality be that sepa ekoso pa inti send ya o kase how would people feel no e bi na mami came say it your china ko nyame adom nyanka producers no this week the emfa we nya this wan de emma
because one what the brain no different. Yeah.
You know, some form of
education,
moral rights
moral, no, because encophobia so brave morally.
Yeah.
Encophobia who show. Encophobia to me woo. Nema ewo hodom ni ade nani. Because of feel say when I needed help, me penny fear me nanny atena me home for so many years. Ubons were willing in your man. I am not saying that should be done in this case, but yekasa nyina no. Lumba admit on his 60th birthday say, ne won cheda no don sa. Wakoye operation wakoye say. Omo kasa akosia say one na sorry odobroni na poison no ho ahwan nyina enya no kre obayi na atena ne ho wo ne yare paso
akosia say wa.
No, must say one poison.
I'm sorry, but because say one na bia enya sa.
Me ba mama fa call away. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, Minia. Your pro say.
Good morning,
Mpacho ma one so kakra ma nana ya. Chirewadwen, Nana ya. So
Chirewadwen. Okay. So na apparently can be. Of course. But when you obey my what they want to do, I can't or come over. Then I get walk around in then when you're old, maybe I want to be. How do you expect that man to leave the kid or other things to come and all of a sudden to come and stay by you? That's my problem.
That's the problem. I'll give each of you 1 minute. Final summer submission. Kojokin start. Yeah.
Mama ye nyema bebre. Mama ye mistake bebre. Mama ti enyam na mbe kire obi ni ebi separate ye. Obi awo papa ne maame ana wo fa. Obetimi afro ofa. Wa ware e ba ne se na gu ofa e ba ne se na oyiri we wuja na akọ be kire ma experiences bebre. Enu nti se ye maame akosa se wa ene edu baby no oni Daniel man tama separate. There is a reason. The awunim say you ask questions na you be a mwaya de say mwaya no say but what say the field at the other side the entia e be a etesa
yeah
hwe yenja ni nyina nto yenja mu nyina ngo ho na yemo yinkuro omomo nkuro no e wo court no mu no na ne ameka ne say ne wadua bibi aduaba na afifi na aso aba no ene ni ododo ho no o makatua nya pe woni na ya adwuma but o makatua enye pe nti se bi obi yare bremu na obi etra ne ho eye papa na sese ni o hyase no enu die eni oye eni obi etra ne ho no be rate afa ni ebe measure say obi yare a ni o tra ne ho no when people pay money for nurses to come and take care of their fathers and mothers, sick mothers. We have money. Who sika? Who benya nkrofo mba show? We ni obi a oni sika de ukonkura se nkrofo yare omuni sika obi ahwe omo. But a figure like that, Lumba, are you telling me so obi obehwe ne a charity? It is not charity. I don't know. Say no
just so don't boni etua no obehwe Lumba.
Me say obi obe oya ne yire no ne te. And that's all behind no. Na me yiri no wa hwe me.
Because na say baby how dey komo na fa yi.
Baby na me party dey say.
Dey okay me no we adwin pa ba baby how dey akofa se say.
Dey can say.
As you tua ne kan betra ware na say.
Me example. Because ye way say.
Yes.
Obi o think I say wo yare bremu no. Omo tena ho no.
Yes.
He made mention of that. So and he also odoboni na oyeye papa da Lumba yire.
Yeah.
It oyere no hwe no a.
Yeah.
When e dey special na obeka say or ya chena na say dey eh ne yire no hwe no
okay
right into no ye value ni nyina dio abrabo no e from one and yakodi e be akodu ti dio bia ye bia no ni nyina hu but ebi ni nyina nyepe exactly
1 minute
me da na si bebre so okasa nyina wie no okasa odobroni oye daddy Lumba yire e na oye dey
o say abase say clarification
me pacho me da say and very excited about. So bema wo ho no mo a umpenyi mremu ana ebra wo hia moa no so wo yire ana oba wo ne wo ho no tumi tena wo ho a eya na me gidi say mu beye de yie ana say ebeye kama yie de me kan nyina ne say I want to state it emphatically say it's not about ekunaye it's not about anything, it's about the property and that title say the legendary Lumba ebi ana me ye ne yere ana say me ye ne say because as fact say emra eye adwuma wo court no judges no so wonimu a na most of the time they check the logic in the statement into bit maka say emra ne say but me say ni am person dey to say wonni hwe ka eno answer obe proceed any appeals court ne ekosa so all that I am saying ne say senka ye betimi ate ye ho ase body ne de wo ye den ya ye besi but nka mai nyina betimi ate wo ho ase nanka yetimi atena ase akasa nanka ye de pepepe ato baby eda will no at the end of the day will do just to whatever because Lumba te ho na wa fa ne lawyers ne de ne will da ho the will do what it has to do let's not drag the legendary's name in mud Sabre we should be celebrating him I was saying every month to be a crampo no and creative art form yetimi ye concert be nanka Lumba kra I think senka bad but say baby enam no we are into more of a damning narration than to celebrate nanka bianca yenya statue bi kra man said the sack castle be statue ama Acewood no yenya statue bi kra ma that the Lumba nanka bibi anya den
that's your thing na busuano so munja let samode ban ni so enjoy ka intimeda otin ase or a sound engineer and a music producer afi so Kojo King my man, high life artist and a showbiz critic.
And the fact was and a PR for.
It's Macramo, Numbia, that Lumba. I can't want some similar, you can't, I can't want some more Macramo. If you are cautious, I'll be